Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I hope it's going to be a very productive meeting for everyone. I'm Anush Mnatsakanyan. I am a video marketing expert as well as CEO and co-founder at Burnwe. Burnwe is a video marketing agency. We are creating digital videos of all types and formats, usually for tech companies and startups to help them to stand out in the market. These videos can be in different types, as I said, animated explainers, app tutorials, demo videos, promos, everything. But the most important factor is that they need to be based on a video marketing strategy. That's the only reason why we distinguish us as a video marketing agency and not just a production. So today I'm going to cover a video marketing for tech startups topic and going to speak about following 4 steps. Let me say that this could become very quick guide for you to understand video marketing industry for tech startups especially, and to understand how to get started very easily. So first of all, we are going to cover what is video marketing and why do tech companies and startups need to include it in their business development strategy. We are going to talk about how to get started with video marketing, a video marketing strategy, the most useful video types for tech startups, because if you are creating a strategy, you also need to understand which types of videos can cover the goals that you are planning to achieve. And finally, I'm going to share 14 video tips to get better results. Before starting this topic planning, I was thinking I can share 8 tips. That's why we wrote in the description of the event 8 tips. But during the process of planning, I decided to share more tips so it will be more helpful for you. So let's get started. For the beginning, I just want to talk in general why visual content is very crucial. Because 90% of the information that comes to the brain is visual, and presentations, of course, with visual aids are 4 times more persuasive. That means if you're using any kind of visual content, you are easily getting that message to your clients. And let's understand there are many different content types. That can be text, that can be sound, that can be images. What could be the content which includes all these, let's say, other content types into one format? Of course, that video type is video, which adds text, sound, imagery, and movement into one format and creates that unique content that can be easily understood for everyone. So let's see what is video marketing. The definition of video marketing is so easy. We say it's using video to increase awareness of your brand, create engagement, or drive sales. But let me say that in reality, just creating video will not give any results. If you are just shooting or you are creating any kind of video and posting online to stick to your schedule, that doesn't mean you are doing video marketing, and that doesn't mean that video could bring you some results. If you want your video to have success, first of all, you need to create marketing videos, which should be strategically tied with your marketing plans and goals, should be greatly designed, because it's also so important that people could be interesting to watch, could get that, let's say, feeling of satisfaction while watching your videos. Of course, you need to have high quality production, but not importantly if you are just starting, because you can start with any kind of videos and during the process understand that which would be the best for you and then switch to more high quality production. But most importantly, it needs to have a quality video content, no matter it's just let's say shoot it with your smartphone a video or high quality explainer video. It needs to have really quality and educational content for your clients. And finally, if you do all this stuff and post it regularly, believe me, your brand will skyrocket, because these all features together are really helping your clients to get interested in your brand. So let's see why video marketing is so important for tech startups. Of course, video marketing is important for any kind of industry or company. It is helping everyone, even bloggers. It's helping let's say cooks, or in any industry. But why it's more important for tech startups? First of all, the competition in tech industry is very high. And every day you can see new startups entering in the market. They can be in the same, they can provide the same service and product as you do, or just with the, let's say, small differences. But in any case, the competition will be the same, because it's not only the competition of the product, but also competition of having higher engagement in social media channels. So on social media, all of the companies are in the same level. The second thing is tech companies are already using video marketing. Majority of the startup owners, marketers are already know about video marketing, and they are using in their marketing strategy. That means if you don't use any kind of video content, you will be lost in the market. And finally, majority of tech companies are producing very complicated products, sometimes even before launching products. These products could be very difficult to explain. And the video is the only type of content that can easily provide the information and get the message to your clients. That's especially for tech companies. Now let's explore in general why video content is so important. So first, video boosts conversion and sales comparing to any other content type. Because video can bring you very serious money. And if you are posting a product video on your website page, that can boost your conversion up to 80%. And even sometimes video can do direct sales instead of you. Second thing is that video has a great ROI, return on investment. Whenever you are putting some money, sometimes a serious money on video production, you always will see that your money will come back, of course, as part of a sales, because it's really helping that engagement and boosting your sales. So it's easy to get that return your investment back. And I'm not telling this as just a theory. This is the feedback from all of my partners who use video marketing and saw that results. Third thing is video build trust. Especially that these days that everything went virtual, it's so difficult to create that trust with your customers. And still there are some customers who are very skeptical in some cases. So if you really want to make trust and long-lasting relationship, video could help you in that process, because you are going to show your product in action. So they are going to trust it more than seeing a shot of your product or anything. Fourth point is Google loves videos. It's the same video SEO, especially after buying YouTube. Google starts to love videos more. Maybe you realize whenever you are trying to find any kind of information on Google, the first thing that appears on the ranking is videos. So Google is kind of boosting your videos to the upper rankings comparing to other content types. But besides that, YouTube already starts to understand the speech has a speech recognition technology. So whenever you are posting any kind of video, you realize that YouTube can understand the transcripts and can create the transcripts based on your speech. So that means anything you talk during your videos, it's easy to understand. So later can be easy to search and find the information that you are sharing. Later, I'm going to also share some tips how to optimize your videos on YouTube. Fifth, its video appeals to mobile users. We know that a lot of people starting to use social media channels, everything with mobile phone. So basically, it's easy for them just to enter and try and to watch a lot of videos whenever they are in the bus or in a way to office, everywhere. It's so easy to find. So as mobile users are becoming bigger and bigger, every video content that you're creating could have more engagement, especially if you customize your videos for mobile users. That would be easier for them to follow the message. Another thing is that video engaged even the laziest buyers. That's not a funny thing because people, there is too much information nowadays. So people sometimes are do not have so much time to read long text. So it's so easy for them just to click the play button and watch that 1 minute video and get all the information. So they can be, even the laziest one can be engaged with your content. Video encourage social shares. This is, let me say, social shares can't be a return on investment for you, but of course, social shares can make your video go viral, because if you are creating some emotions with your videos, people would be interested to share, and your videos can just go upper and upper in the rankings. And finally, let me say that nowadays people are starting to use a lot of videos in email campaigns, which is really great because the open rate, whenever you're putting a video on your email, the open rate is 96%. This is amazing results. So if you create a personalized videos, that will be much, much helpful. Let's head to another topic and discuss how to start with video marketing. So before we go to video marketing strategy planning, let me say that, of course, it's in the marketing as well, not only video marketing. The marketing funnels are divided into 3 stages. So there is awareness stage, whenever you are attracting new customers. It's consideration stage, when you engaging your audience. And it's decision stage, when you are converting your audience already to buy a product from you. The important note here is a lot of startup owners, a lot of new starters thinking that whenever they are just entering market, they need to create a promo videos, engage customers so they can buy a product. But you can't directly ask your clients to make a decision if they haven't passed the previous 2 stages. So if they are not aware of your brand, they can't make a decision and buy your product. So here it's so important to pass all these stages one by one so your goals can be achieved. So first of all, when you are starting if you're in a first stage, awareness stage, you need to create videos with just attracting your customers. On the second stage, you are creating videos which making them engage and would love to follow your pages, for example. They are already interested, they are getting engaged with your content, and only after that, whenever they know your brand, they know what you are doing, share the videos which could already make them want to buy your product. And whenever you know already about the funnels and you know these processes, you can create a video marketing strategy. There are really different ways of creating video marketing strategy, and different video marketers can tell you their own way. So for me and my clients, I've created the easiest version, is just answering to several questions. Creating those answers to these questions will bring you to understand which types of videos would work for that case for you. And the first question is, of course, what? So what's your goal or what's your next marketing campaign? You need to really understand what's the end result you want to achieve with your videos, to create a video that can, let's say, serve for your goal. The second question is who, for whom you are making your videos. It's of course the target audience, age, gender, location, interest, social habits, role, industry role. But remember that sometimes the target audience of your each video can be different, and it can be also different from your main target audience. So you really need to understand this who section, this ideal customer persona for each of your videos. The next thing is where you're going to post your videos. It's like the distribution channels. It can be social media channels, video platforms. You can send directly. You can share through email. You can have an investment speech and show it there. So you really need to understand where you're going to share your video content to understand how to create it. Because if it's for Facebook, it needs to be square, for example. If it's for Instagram story, it needs to be vertical. If it's for promo ad, it needs to be just 15 seconds to 20 seconds, for example. So you really need to understand the distribution channel to understand which kind of video to create. The next question is when and how many. Is the time when you are already creating, let's say, a video marketing calendar or timeline for yourself. It's also important because as video production takes some time, even there are videos that need to create 1 month, you need to know beforehand when you're going to post your content so you can prepare beforehand. And the last, of course, we have already talked that video marketing is not cheap. So you really need to create a budget for your video marketing, but not only for production, but also for your paid media, because both of them are part of your video marketing budget. And if you have struggles to understand like how much budget you need to spend for your video marketing, you should always try a trial run. It means like 1-2 videos to see like how much you have spent on it, how much you get back from the videos that you have spent, so you can really understand like how much investment you need to do. And now we will talk about several video types for tech startups. There are a lot of different video types in the world and different formats of the videos. So I've separated the ones that are so important for tech companies and startups, especially all of these video types I have made in an order, so we can understand from the beginning till already being grounded enterprise, what's the journey of video marketing. So first of all, whenever you are just starting, it's a pre-launching or launching process, there's a video type that you must have. It's kind of the same thing that having a landing page. So if you have a landing page, you should have an explainer video. Explainer video is a video type which shows the easiest way of telling the concept, a complex concept in 60-90 seconds and telling the whole story of your brand. Usually the structure of explainer video is talking about the problem in the beginning, showing your product as the number one solution, talking about the advantages that you provide your customers, and the call to action. So here we are talking about the problem to make that emotional connection so your customers can feel the pain points. We are showing you as a solution, but later we are presenting not your product benefits, but most of the benefits that people, your customers, can get from using your product or service. And of course, let's do not forget that it's so important to always include a call to action at the end of these kind of videos, and every type of video, because without the call to action, your work will not have any sense. Your customers can watch it and later do not understand which kind of actions to make after. So you should always include a call to action, which can be anything like download the application, I don't know, go to our website, contact us now, any kind of call to action. And also call to action need to be one. These kind of explainer videos you can use on your website, you can share on social media channels. Even I would suggest in the beginning stage, if you don't have many videos, I would suggest to post on social media and also pin on the top, so everyone that enters to your social media channel can quickly watch the video and get all the message of what you are doing. You can share this to the direct presentation, or if you're planning to launch your product on Product Hunt or AppSumo or any other similar platform, it's great to include this explainer video there. And of course, you can send to investors in the beginning stages. One last thing that we haven't covered about explainer videos is they can be in any format. It can be fully animated with characters, the similars to this one and this. It can be motion graphics, especially if you have a platform, for example, a software platform. You should always show your platform how it works, so you can create, like as we did for Crisp, like shows how it works, but more like explainer style. So don't need to go in deep in details, just to show it in action. And of course, you can have hybrid video, which is mixing the live action with motion graphics, so you can have live characters in your explainer video. The next step, whenever you are already starting to gain a lot of customers, a good video could be to have how-tos and tutorials. So these kind of videos show the detailed presentation of a product or features, which helps to better guide your clients and walk through the platform. So it's kind of the way to help them to navigate easily in your platform. And you can have these kind of videos for your Wolf platform or for each section feature separately. So what actually these kind of videos do? First of all of these kind of platforms have a FAQ page where they are putting the information of each section, answering questions, most asked questions, but more of a like written form. So you can have the video version of all these, let's say, answers, which would be really good for your customers to easier understand everything and do not spend so much time on reading text. And if you name all of your series with short, let's say, descriptions, your customers can easily get the video they are looking for. And besides that, if you have a live chat box, for example, and some of your customers are sending questions there, instead of answering with long text, you can share the video. So for them, you will make the process really fast and easy. And remember, this is so important step, because if customers are interested on your product, they start using your product and have difficulties to navigate, they will stop using it. But if you help them during this process, you will really engage them more and they will become more loyal to you. Of course, how-to and tutorial videos you can create in-house as well for the beginning if you don't want to spend a lot of money on the production. You can ask for your engineers to, or anyone from product team, from marketing team, to create a screen recording of each of your sections and explain about the feature. Or if you want a more professional way of presenting these how-to videos, you can of course create already with the screenshots, or ask the production team to do them, and they can highlight the buttons, go zoom in and zoom out, so it will be easier for customers to understand. And of course, with a very professional voiceover recording, that would be better for clients to understand. So the next stage is already promo videos, as we said, the decision-making process in the funnel. So whenever you are already gaining a lot of customers, a lot of people knows about you, you can start creating promo videos. We call also them commercial ads. So these kind of videos are very short, 15 to 30-second business videos aimed to promote your product or service to customers or prospects and lead them to take actions. So these videos have just one topic. They are aiming to do one, let's say, action and presenting just very short information. Sometimes it can be quickly, again, asking a question to engage them, showing what your product can do, and asking to do some actions. So it's very short and to the point videos. Of course, you can share them on social media channels. You can use them for paid media on Google, on YouTube, everywhere, in apps, paid media videos. Whenever you think your audience are situated, you can share these videos there. These videos also can be in different types and formats, no matter, but I would suggest to use more of a hybrid version, because for especially for graphic attention, live, let's say, characters are very appealing and interesting for people to follow the message. But there are so many different ways, and you can be so creative here. The other thing is you need to take into account that for social media promo videos, you need to always customize your one video for different social media channels, as one video is not working for all of them. So customizing means changing the sizes, duration, intro, outro, and making it specific for that channel. The next thing is demo videos. This is already the stage. Maybe you have a new product. You are more like, let's say, detailed and more professional video for already your customers. The customers, if you are creating a new product, this could help your, let's say, loyal customers to get information about them. Demo videos are very helpful also for fundraisings, for crowdfunding reasons. So they are demonstrating your product in action. They are actually showing what your product can do. They are more detailed presentation of more detailed way of explainer videos. If an explainer video, you are presenting everything really quickly and highlighting the benefits for clients. In demonstration video, you are more over showing your features, but not in a how-to style, but more like a way of also showing how it can be helpful for clients. And these videos you can share on your website product page, during your investment pitch, on social media channels, different formats. So the next thing is fundraising videos or crowdfunding videos. Of course, you can create these videos with the demo video type. Moreover, it's to aim. The aim is to provide a clear image of your product and getting financial assistance from people or investors who find your product promising. So you are creating a video, more detailed presentation. You can also include some financial information there. You can, of course, have these videos beforehand shared with your investors, or we have also partners who were just turning these videos during their investment pitch, so it's easier for them to explain and show. What's the unique thing here is if your product not ready yet, you can create a prototype with the video and show it in action. If your product is, let's say, in a let's say half way of creation, it's a software product, you can show them so they can really see and understand and get clear understanding of your product. And for the crowdfunding videos, so fundraising, it's more for investment speech and for angel investment for everyone. And crowdfunding is when you are going for, let's say, crowd investment, sharing, for example, your videos on Indiegogo, Kickstarter, or any other platforms. In these videos, it would be really great to show the founders, to tell their story that they have, so people can get that emotional connection and understand why they need to help this product and buy it even before it is started to be produced. The next thing is company vlogs or podcast. I wrote a channel because it's not just a one-time job, it's a series of videos that you need to create. This is already the time that you are becoming an expert in the industry. Whenever you are creating vlogs for your clients, you are kind of sharing with them an educational content. And if one of your potential clients decided to buy a product that you sell, of course they will first think about you than about your competitors, because they trust you more than them. So if they are interested in your products and starts following your vlog channel, that would be amazing for you, because that's the easier version to get to the heart of them. So during this vlog series, you can share any educational, informative content, give some highlights, help them. So kind of explain them the industry, the benefits of these kind of products. Why? Because some of your customers maybe don't even know that they need your product. And if you create this kind of educational content, you can get them interested. So later they will decide to buy your product. Also, vlogs are very great for SEO rankings. If you create and share your vlogs on YouTube channel and start optimizing them, you will really see great results. And those people who are interested in your industry will quickly know about you. So vodcast is, let's say, the video version of a podcast. Nowadays, people are not only sharing the podcast version with just an audio, but also always sharing a vodcast version. That's what we do also. I am creating a podcast series with my colleagues based in UK, and we always share vodcast version as well. So people who don't really want to only hear the audio version, they can watch the podcast. So if we compare a vlog with a podcast, vlog is always around the one topic, and it's, let's say, prepared speech. But whenever we are talking about podcast, it's more of a friendly talk with people, sharing emotions, sharing some useful information, answering questions, inviting hosts. So anything would really work here, and you can always create this podcast series online, inviting your customers as well, or some people who your customers could be interested to hear. So this kind of content you can share also on your website blog page, as part of your blog, but the video versions. Video platforms such as Vimeo and YouTube, for example, or social media channels. And majority of this kind of content is great to be live action, shoot it. Better to shoot it professionally, better to have a really good microphone and headphones and lighting. It's so important, because whenever you're giving that level of job, customers are more interested to hear you. And finally, maybe the very last type of the video that I'm going to share today is company overview video. It's, let's say, the last level. Maybe some people can have these kind of videos in the beginning as well. That's not like a limitation of when you should have these videos, but whenever you are already becoming a very known product, or you are in a stage that you need to hire big team, you got an investment, and all you need right now is a really professional team, you can rely on company overview videos, or we call also them recruitment hiring videos, because these videos is kind of these videos showcase the company's mission, goals, the team, and why professionals should be part of it. It's not about your product, it's more over people behind it. So those professionals, those people who want to become part of your journey, they can enter, they can watch your company overview video and get all the information of how you're working, what's your values, everything that they can be interested to be part of it. And of course, you can share these kind of videos on hiring platforms such as Glassdoor, on website team page, video platforms, social media channels. And I would suggest to have live action or hybrid version of it. So people, your actual, let's say, founders, any kind of team member can share their emotions with potential team members. So let me quickly also share with you 14 video tips to get better results. If you are creating your video marketing strategy, you already know which kind of videos, which types of videos to create. You need to also pay into attention these tips to create and have better results. So the first one, which refers to all of your video types, focus only on one topic. One of the biggest mistakes that a lot of companies do, some of my partners that's reaching for us for the first time, they're telling me, I want to include this information, this, and telling me like a bunch of information that they need to include in their videos. What I'm telling them is that if you tell and if you give a lot of information, your customers can be lost in it. So they will not even remember one of them after watching the video. So if you really want to grab their attention, you need to talk only about one topic in your one video. So the next thing is focus on your customers. You always need to create all of your videos taking into account your customer's opinion. First of all, you need to put yourself instead of them, understand what they could be interested in or what could be interesting for them, what is the values and benefits that you are providing them, so you can create all your content based on it. So whenever they are watching, they can be connected with your content and be interested. If you start sharing a sales pitch or how good your product or service is, no one could be interested to hear or get in touch with you. Next thing is do your own researches. Why? There are a bunch of different industries, companies, or products in the market, and even two similar companies can have different target audiences. So if you want to get results, you need to do your own researches to understand what would work for you and your customers. For that, of course, you can ask for feedback from your customers. You can create polls. You can create A/B testing to understand what works for your company. So your researches are the only way to give you results. What works for one company may not work for another one. Fourth tip is start creating storytelling videos. Video storytelling is another thing. It's, let's say, very long topic, of course. If we just shortly describe it, it's telling a story about your brand, your company, or your product. So it's kind of a tactic. But most importantly, it's the way how you do that. First of all, let me say that people like watching and listening the stories rather than about your product. So if you are sharing them all this information as part of the story, they could be interested to follow it and be part of it. For that, of course, you can create a strong arc, and the beginning, the middle, and ending, all of these are so important for your customers to follow your message. There are a bunch of different tips about this topic. Actually, today and tomorrow on my LinkedIn page, I'm going to share about storytelling videos. And if you are interested to hear in more details about this part, you can check on my LinkedIn. The next thing is post on regular basis, or daily we say here, but I would suggest more over like regularly. It's not important to share every day, but most importantly, constantly. So for example, if you're sharing every week on Tuesday, continue sharing the same week, the same day, because your content, especially for vlogs, your audience already knew when to expect the next video from you and can visit your page for that. If you share one content, for example, on Thursday, another on Sunday, your clients may lost the way to understand when to visit your page to watch your video. But besides that, posting daily basis is so important, because whenever you are getting the attention from your customers and they are becoming interested on you, and you are stopping creating the videos and coming back after 4 months, for example, it would be so difficult to get the recall, and establishing that, let's say, recall would be so difficult in the first stages, and you will not get the same views as it was before. So always create the next, whenever you're sharing your video, always have the planned your next video. The next is, of course, is boost your SEO. I talked several times today about SEO, just the short tips of how to optimize your videos on YouTube. First of all, whenever you are sharing your content, have a great tagline. Use keywords in your title, in your description. You should always use the same text as well. So all of these three combined can give you result. You should have very engaging thumbnail image. If it's high quality, it's better. Better to insert it separately and then just use one of the captures of the video. And besides that, although YouTube can create transcripts instead of you, it's always better to change the transcript or upload yours, because sometimes Google makes mistakes and that would be not professional for your viewers. And finally, just for the SEO, not only for YouTube, I would suggest to always post your videos native on Facebook, on LinkedIn, Twitter, and not just embed it from YouTube or any other platform, because native videos work better. Seventh tip is you should always remember that the first 3-5 seconds of your video are the most important, because especially for promo videos, because it's the only way to grab your client's attention. If you are missing that 3-5 seconds, you will lose the people. So make them very engaging, use some big text, some fast movements which will grab their attention easily. Eighth tip is always have a call to action. We talked about that earlier, that in every type of the video you should have a call to action, and your call to action need to be just one. So whenever your clients are watching your video and finishing, they need to get only one message. So after finishing your video, they could understand what action to take. If you ask them several things, they will forget all of them and don't understand which one to do. 9 is use keywords and subtitles. Both of them are so important, especially if you're creating especially that one of the newest trends is silent videos. Whenever people are just watching these videos without the sound on their mobile phones. So if they are on a bus or somewhere else, it's so difficult to turn on the audio. Subtitles and keywords are very helpful. In some cases, only keywords are enough. If it's vlogs or longer videos, subtitles also are so important, and you can even mix them. It's not like you can use only keywords or only subtitles. Keywords is very, let's say, important words from your message that you are giving them. You can use even very big text, so it will be quickly catchable. 10 is educate and guide with your videos. As I said, no matter whatever you do, the great content is the most important thing, and the content that shares values to your clients. So if you are educating, if you are informing, that would be more engaging for your clients than any other type of content. And this works every time. So it's not just a trend, it's everywhere and every time. If you're sharing a valuable content, you will be appreciated for that. 11th tip is follow latest trends and social media requirements. You should always be trendy. Like, no matter what's happening, always be trendy, because trends are changing. Especially you realize these new TikTok and Reel videos. Every time new music, new text, everything is new. So you always need to follow those trends to understand which would work for that period of time. And why social media requirements? Because each of the channels have their own requirements. So you should know them before creating a video for them. 12th tip is pay huge attention to music and sound effects. I realized that a lot of people do not understand that music is very important. And I had clients who said, can we change the music whenever we are already at the very late stage of the production? But not, because we usually share music beforehand with our clients for them to confirm, because music is part of your video. Some of the videos even created based on that music. So it's connected together. We are changing the let's say, scenes with the beats of the music. We're using a lot of sound effects, so it will be very engaging for clients to hear. It's the same visual effects, so you need to keep all of these and pay huge attention for these kind of things. And don't make those annoying videos. Sometimes I see like videos, they are very appealing, but the music makes me very annoying. So you should always listen the music several times and understand, would this be something that your clients would love to hear? The 13th tip is always measure your success. We talked a lot of things about planning, but you need to understand, if you want to in the later stages plan your video marketing better, you should always measure the things that you have done. Measuring can be in different ways. I mean, for the videos, it can be views, it can be engagement, it can be comment, likes. But let me say that you need to understand which measuring feature or tool is the most important for you. For me, for example, we all create all those videos as an end result for the sales. So if I'm getting sales from my videos, that's the way to understand that I got what I wanted. But of course, measuring process also connects with the goals that you are putting. So if your goal is to attract customers right now for your brand awareness, and you attracted like 12,000 followers or something, that means you succeed. Your video was successful for you. So always measure. And the very last tip for today is, which maybe you will not hear from anyone besides me, is stop shooting TV commercials for your social media. I realized that a lot of production companies, even whenever customers are going with the script to them, they are telling, okay, let's do this theory. Like they can create very creative, let's say, scenario, but sometimes that creative scenario would work for TVs, but not for social media. Because in social media, the structure of videos are totally different. So if you really want to get results, stop creating TV commercials and concentrate on social media videos. That's maybe all for today. Thanks so much for your attention. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them. And you can, of course, contact me on LinkedIn or any other platform. I'm always available. We also have a voice message button on our website, so you can also send us a voice message on our website if you need any kind of help. So let me see. Any tips for service provider companies? Is there anything specific to consider while implementing video marketing extension for service providers? Thanks for the question, Ganajan. First of all, let me say that, of course, video marketing strategy process is the same for any kind of company, no matter its service or its product. But for service providers, I would suggest to moreover share a valuable, informative content such as vlogs, because if people want to buy from you, they need to trust you, they need to consider you as an expert. So if you are sharing a valuable content and people are getting interested on the things that you share, they would be so much interested to also be partner with you. So this kind of valuable content would help service providers, of course, more rather than product owners, but for all of them, it would be so helpful. Oh. Yeah, we have another question. Thank you, Anush. Very informative talk. I anticipate reaching out to Burnwe for my startup video marketing needs soon. Very well. Thank you so much, Levon. I would love to have a one-to-one call with you and see how we can be helpful. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining me today. I hope it was not so long and it was helpful. If you have any questions, I'm always available for answering them.